Hi everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel or my Facebook page. I'm just going to be doing an update. I hopped on the Earthquake app just now and I was seeing some interesting stuff. So I was like, I need to just record my thoughts as I go along and update myself. So let's see. We're not going to talk about South America too much, but it is interesting. They had a 5.0 in Argentina. I think they had something down here yesterday. It was kind of big, but we want to focus on, or I want to focus on North America, specifically California and surrounding states. So now you guys know, where does the United States get the seismic energy that it gets sometimes? We start up top. This is using the Dutch Sense method. And so we're going to start it up top in Alaska. There is a few cool things going on. Not cool, but important things going on. It could be cool. I mean, depending on how into seismology you are. So a 3.2, a 4.1, a 4.6, and this is all in the area that, no, it's not in the same area. It's a little more east than it was the other day. The other day we had about the same kind of activity, larger activity in this area. But now it's a little more east. So, yeah, those are some higher, moderate numbers, not too high, moderate. Let's see what these ones are. 2.0, 2.2, 2.2, and I knew that it was higher activity because I saw it in the list, but I don't know where the higher numbers are yet, so we're kind of finding one. So we're finding them. So 3.4 here, 2.9. So I would say a normal number that is not, a normal number is about no higher than a 2.8. Usually 2.2 to 2.5 would be just like everyday normal activity. Anything higher than that, then I do consider that it does transfer down using the Dutch Sense method. So a few more twos. What's this one up here? 2.6. So a few twos. So I'm assuming that there is energy again. Yesterday, a lot of Alaska calmed down, and there's not too much energy coming in. And I was thinking that it's going to be that way for a little bit, but now there's new energy coming in this way. I would not doubt that maybe we see a smaller earthquake in this area, like a 3.3, even a 2.5 to a 3.8 in this general area. Oregon, Washington, maybe even into there, maybe even in Montana might experience a little one. I wouldn't doubt it's because there is enough energy coming in that it might induce that area to have a small earthquake. Continuing on, my first thought is, well, we've been seeing, let's see, let me twist this. We've been seeing a line in this area, and that's kind of normal. It's following the geography. We've been having a few earthquakes here, and it's been following up. I think that's a SAT address. What is this saying? Free plan users can view seismograms for events with magnitude play. Okay, I don't know what that's saying. Oh, no, I don't want to do any of this. No, thank you. Okay, let's just keep going with the free app. Thank you. Yeah, so that is the San Andres. And along this line here, that's been pretty normal. But now, look at this. We have, I don't know, this could be just coincidence, but it looks like there's a trajectory line. Hold on, my dog's barking. Let me tell him to calm down. He wants to go play with his daddy outside, so he's crying and making a fuss. Okay, so anyways, it looks like there's maybe a trajectory line, look, following up, 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 and into the area where the Nevada earthquake hit the other day, 6.5. And guess what? Activity has increased again. It was kind of dying down a little bit. Not so many aftershocks, and the aftershocks were not too large. And now we've seen a few larger aftershocks. One was even, I think, a 5.0. Oh, exactly. So those are some bigger aftershocks for that area. Excuse me while I yawn. Now, let's see. The day before yesterday, we saw a trajectory line going this way. This would be okay, so it would be coming from east to west. If I turn the map upside down or flip it, it's going to be east at the top and west at the bottom. Remember that. So we had, see how this kind of forms a line along the fault? Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even a Monday. A fault. It was forming a trajectory line out this way into California. And it seems like it's not doing that anymore. I need to stop doing these videos when I wake up. I keep yawning and yawning. Excuse me. So the trajectory line going from east to west is into California. It doesn't seem like it's happening anymore. But energy seismic activity is transferring downward. And it seems like there's even maybe a trajectory line along what would be, I don't know, what would that be? What fault would that be? I don't think it's Walker Lane. That's a little more this way. It might be. No, I think Walker Lane is kind of in this area. But, excuse me. Hold on, let me tell my dog to be quiet too. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm back and so many distractions are happening. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, continuing on. Not sure what fault that is. I would say that people were asking me, is there a potential for Ridgecrest to have activity? And I wasn't saying that there was anything that would lead me to believe that Ridgecrest was in the yellow zone or would receive any energy. And now I am especially, look, that's a 3.6 that's very near Ridgecrest, and this energy that was just transferring across east to west is now coming downward. And so yeah, I would consider Ridgecrest to potentially have activity now. Not saying that it is. I'm just saying it could happen. I'm really interested. Why was it transferring over? And now it's transferring down. That's interesting. Good questions. Hopefully sometimes become great answers. So we will wait and see if there is an answer. Now I think, let's see. Was this the area that Dutch since predicted some activity would happen? I think it's not. It's very close though. And that's that activity is not too big. It's the first time I've seen it today. So I was kind of wondering what magnitude it would be. But it seems to be a lower magnitude. I think Dutch since has predicted in this area that there will be a 5.0 or higher or something. I don't know. This is what I've been told. I haven't watched the video myself though, so I'm not sure. What is concerning is this area has still been silent for about a week now. That's kind of weird. Obviously, something is going on. To me, that's how I feel. I feel like something is a little abnormal, obviously. I don't, you can see that. There's not any activity in this area. And there is usually always activity in this area. There is a stronger earthquake that happened here the other day. Not only that, but there are stronger earthquakes happening, not strong, but moderate, along in the area of California in general that are a little higher than what would just be considered a normal earthquake, like this 3.6. I mean, that's not abnormal to see in California. It could be nothing, but then again, it's a little bit higher than I would consider normal activity. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Not only that, but every day you would see activity in this area as well. For a day, you should see activity along here, going up and over and down here. You should see 12 to 20 earthquakes a day. And it seems like there's just like maybe a couple down here, one here, and that's been like that for a week. Now, there is energy coming from Alaska again, so I do expect some activity to pick up again. I'm not assuming that it's going to be healthy activity. I'm not saying that it's gonna be something bad either. It could be something bad. But I mean, if I wouldn't doubt that Dutch, since the his prediction would happen within the next day or day and a half, maybe in this area, or something unusual might happen within the next day or day and a half, from the increased energy pulling in to California. And I'm watching Utah as always. Oh my goodness. As well. Idaho seems like it's kind of gone quiet a little bit. And, oh, there was a bigger one there. Let's see what these other ones were. Whenever there's a big one, I do check what the other ones are, because sometimes I want to see how unnormal it is. It seems like the other ones are pretty normal. There's a 3.5. That's a little higher for a standard aftershock. Completely normal though, but I always include them in my profiling of what's going on, and as I read seismic activity. So when Idaho calms down, I watch Utah a little bit more. Looks like we had a couple here yesterday. And this is in the East Carbon area. I know that, where is it? This area, Salina, Richfield. Okay, so this area sometimes receives, in the past, stronger earthquakes in the history. This area in general has seen stronger earthquakes, and that is not too far from the activity that we've been seeing here for about 3 weeks now in this East Carbon area. So I'm not really sure what that means. I've been watching the Wasatch Fault. That's my, I assume that Salt Lake City is sometime going to see a very big one from this mountain range right here. And I'm sorry, hopefully I'm not boring you. I'm kind of tired. I shouldn't have made this video right now, maybe. That's pretty much my summary of what's going on right now. I mean, do you want to look at the rest of the world? We've had a bigger one here. let's see. I'll do a quick forecast. So if you were to take the Dutch sense method, you might assume that something in the Solomon Sea area is going to pop up. And it's going to be, let's see, have a 5.1 here. What is this one? A 5.0. So it's probably going to be, does Dutch sense increase his magnitude? I can't remember, but let's say like a 5.0 or higher in the Solomon Sea area. Solomon Islands included. Now let's twist this map back around. Come on, twist, twist. There we go. Let's see. 3.8 in Japan. 3.5. So we might see something in this area. And that's pretty much everything. So that concludes my update for today. In summary, I would just assume that something is a little wonky in California still. I know, yeah, so it's just a wait and see. I don't expect anything too big to happen in this area right now. Famous last words. But I do expect some weird things to be happening in California. And I'm keeping Utah on my watch list. People think I'm crazy, but it stays on there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.